You are from this great state of Hawaii, correct?
Yeah.
Which island?
I was raised on Oahu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you know you always wanted to be in acting?
I wanted to be like a singer, musician at first, and it wasn't really going too well. And I was very lucky to have been accepted into a drama school in New York.
Okay.
And at that time,
New York City in Manhattan?
In Manhattan, yes.
Okay.
And I was really lucky that I had a manager at the time who was willing to sort of work with me and put me through auditions and whatnot. And so through that, I kind of fell in love with performance and theater and whatnot. So that sort of came, that sort of birthed my career. But really, like, Spider-Man kind of came along through that.
So, yeah, well, I mean, you kind of yada the best part there, Jacob. Give me the story, but with the through that to Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I was again, I was going to school and auditioning at the same time, and my drama school, they kind of preached not really auditioning while you're in school because you feel like you're going to be throwing yourself off. But I was kind of like, forget that. I'm definitely going to go and try it out. And Spider-Man kind of just came along, kind of just on a whim. My manager got a project that was at the time called Untitled Marvel Project. And
by the way, that sounds great to begin with.
Really, seriously, like, I was just down for anything at this point. But me not really being like a Marvel fan per se, I didn't have any idea what it was about.
Sure.
And my cousin, who's like a diehard Marvel fan, knew that immediately from the script that I was reading was like a high school kid and all these things, and the only high school character is like Peter Parker. So he kind of put two and two together for me. Mm-hmm. And I did like a few self-tapes. I did a screen test. I waited like a few months to hear anything back. I thought my career was over already. And
which is probably why the school doesn't want you to do that while you're going to school. Like, they don't want your desire and your innocence to be just doused right away.
Yeah,
so.
I was actually going on a few auditions before Spider-Man, and like, let me tell you, like, the auditioning process is truly, it's soul sucking. You feel very like, man, is this worth my time? Am I really like for this and all those things? So that was kind of like already in my mind, but I luckily got the call, and I mean, now I'm sitting on your show.
So you send a tape in. That's basically it.
I mean, it's been, self-tape has been a thing for a while, but it was really prevalent at that time. And the casting director just sends you some sides. Oh,
right.
Send you some sides, and you kind of like go over it a few times, and you film yourself doing it, and then they kind of watch you, and then they kind of decide whether or not they want to see you again. So it's kind of like online dating, but not in a good way.
I'm really impressed, obviously, by that story. So then, when was the first time you realized that life was a little different for you?
I would say when I got flown out for a screen test. I was actually still in school, and they flew me out to Burbank to do a screen test with Tom. And at that time, I didn't expect anything out of this, truthfully. And that was probably the peak for me. I wasn't even worried about getting the job anymore. I just felt like this opportunity itself kind of gave me confidence. But it was after the screen test where it truly started to feel like maybe this is happening. And when I got that phone call that I was going to be in the movie, I swear to God, I felt like the world became more colorful. Like, it kind of just felt like...
And you're from Hawaii.
Yeah, like, it already was like... It felt like flowers were like way more colorful than usual. So I feel like...
Well, I felt that way when Michigan won the national title this past year. So I know exactly. Wine, the sun is brighter.
And wine tasted better for some reason. Yeah.
Still, by the way, it's almost been half a year. So I feel that way. That's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
And then people started coming up to you on the street and stuff like that?
I think that part of it kind of wears down a little. I think the more you sort of start to work, the more you realize that you kind of just want job security.
Yes.
And then like the professional side kind of comes in, like doing appearances and like doing business meetings and all those things. And then you start to become like more professional. I air quote because I'm very not professional. I have like a whole team to make sure that I look professional.
Okay.
And I think I'm still very happy, but I think I'm a little jaded in the way that I just want to work and feel productive in my life.
Sure, so, absolutely. Yeah. And obviously you've achieved some remarkable success.
Thank you.
being in Endgame too, man. Infinity
it was a
War.
crazy time. Yeah.
I mean, so what was it like being on the set for those places?
Oh, you know, with like big movies like that, you know, things are filmed in different pieces and different times. So we'd actually filmed like our scene together while we were doing Spider-Man Far From Home, like our second movie.
Yes.
And they kind of just like came in on our set and just was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this right now."
Oh, so it's not like, okay, there's Robert Downey, there's all that stuff. That's not how it works.
No, definitely not. No one's gonna roll out a red carpet. They're just like, "Hey, be here. We're doing this right now," and then we're done. So
and all 90 A-listers will be here at the same time. That'd probably be difficult to get the trains running on time and all that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But that's all good.
It was awesome for sure.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.